I love looking at y'all from the monitor in the back. Y'all be looking so good and then dancing and all the amazing energy. It always lifts me right back up. But I can't help but to notice, Candy Girl, ma'am, you with these nails, can you stand up for me? You remind me of the Candy Girl. What is your name?
Charlotte Benson.
Charlotte Benson?
And I'm 72.
I think you're the Candy Girl of the day. Can we see these nails? Get a close-up of her nails.
I've had these nails since my son was a baby, and he's 52. He'll be 52.
Wow. So those are your real nails?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I love it. Well, you're our Candy Girl of the day.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I want to look like that when I get 72.
When you grow up like me, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Man, y'all are fierce. You see that? Oh, my goodness. Wow. Okay, you know what? That was the perfect song for today because we got a real sweet lineup for the show. Reggie Watts is here in the house. He is a comedian. He's a comedian and a rapper and a beatboxer. He makes up his own words and phrases and comedy in his music. So I think if he does that, like he make up his own phrases and his words and his comedy and his rap, I feel like I kind of do the same thing. So does that make me a rapper too? You know, because like we make up names for a lot of different things in my household, and then apparently I have my own sayings and we call them Jenniferisms, okay? So I'm trying to be like Reggie up here. Okay, I'm gonna name a few things that's in my J-Hood dictionary, okay? When you know, you'll be like, what is she talking about? What is she saying? So I'm gonna teach you just a little bit, okay? Heel time. Heel time is when, you know us ladies, we put on these heels, okay? Well, baby, my other saying is 40 ain't for it. Once I turn 40, look, you get this little small window, this small, with me and my heels, and that's all you're gonna get. You're gonna have to get what you can, while you can, because your heel time is almost over, okay? So that's heel time. Thank you. Write that down. But then another little piece of it is a four-toe shoe. Four-toe shoe. Now, ladies, I know y'all understand, and I know you didn't experience this if you done wore some heels, okay? Like, sometimes all 5 toes don't fit. Ain't nobody else noticed that but me. So I call it a four-toe shoe, because these 4 right here fit, and these right here, they fit. Okay, it'd be like this. That baby toe is on top of the rest. That would be a 4-toe shoe. You get it? Okay. That's in my dictionary. Okay, I'm gonna get to something more, you know, relaxing and comfortable. All right, my last favorite is called a yummy moment. I love a good old yummy moment. Now, a yummy moment, you're gonna need at least a pound cake. Don't that sound yummy? Child, I could taste it right now. Or what about like a key lime pie? That sounds good to me. Ooh, or a good old chocolate chip cookie, but you gotta warm it up though. Okay? So me and my kid, this is how we bond together. And he'd be like, Mama, let's have a yummy moment. Sometimes I ain't ready for that yummy moment because I may have to walk a red carpet in that 4-toe shoe. Okay? but it may hit me at wrong times, but it's a special moment between me and my son, and we have a yummy moment. Okay, so that's another. So put that in your Jenniferism. Okay? Now, I don't know about you, but I'm ready to get Reggie-tized, okay? Y'all ready for that? Our first guest is a talented musician and comedian who was the band leader on The Late Late Show with James Corden for 8 years. His new memoir is out now. Please welcome Reggie Watts. So you think I got what it takes, Reggie? I think I could be like a comedian.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah?
Yeah. You know, you always had it.
See, thank you.
Yeah, you always had it.
You inspire me.
It's just up to you.
Okay.
Up to you.
Look for my rap record. I'm just saying, wicked, what?
Okay.
What? Okay, so congratulations on your memoir. Can you tell us about it and what it means?
Yeah. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I knew I wanted to write a book of some sort, but I finally kind of realized the easiest kind of book is to just talk about your life story. And And a lot of people don't really understand. I think people will see me and they think like, oh, he's from like New York or someplace like that, or Chicago or Cleveland, maybe. But I'm from Montana, so I grew up in Montana with like 9 black kids in my high school, and half white, half black. And people didn't know what to think of me, so I had to really kind of understand who I was at a very, very early age.
And carve like your own lane and stuff. Exactly.
And so for me, like I wanted to tell people, to kind of just show people like how that happened, how this became what it is. And then to just like, I know that there's people have read this book, it's been out for a little bit, but people have read it and they said, thanks for writing this book, because like I felt like an outsider growing up. I felt like I had to figure out who I was in my own way. And so that was kind of like the main reason I wanted to get it out there.
Wow, I'm sure it's inspiring and helping a lot of people find their way. Now, before Montana, you grew up like a bit all over the world. Where all have you lived?
Well, I was born in Stuttgart because my dad was stationed in Germany. And then, then we moved to Italy for a tiny bit, and then lived in Spain until I was about 3.5, then Montana at 3.5. And then at 18, I moved to Seattle. And I lived there from 1990 to 2003, and then I moved to New York, and then I moved to LA in 2014. Yeah.
I gotta ask, do you have a favorite out of all of those places? Which one is your favorite?
That's tough. That's tough. I love LA. We love it.
What I love even more is that you dedicated your book to your parents.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. We have an adorable photo. Oh, that's you with your dad?
Yeah, that's me and my dad.
That's the young you.
Oh, man.
And then you and your mom.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, crazy. Wow.
Yeah, when you look at that, you're like, okay, that's crazy, huh?
I know, yeah. I shouldn't have looked at it. It gets me emotional. But no, I mean, proud to have those parents.
Yes.
They were amazing.
You're really emotional. You need some tissue. Bless your heart. I love that. Don't you love that?
Yeah. Oh, God. All emotions. But no, I mean, they were the best. They were the best because they did the best they could with a weird kid like me. They were like, well, I guess all we can do is support him.
Yeah. Well, they definitely supported you.
Yeah.
And you got to interview your mom before she passed?
Yeah. I luckily, my friend's father spoke French, and I thought it would be good to get her story, but not from me asking about it, having someone outside, like interviewing her. And so my friend's dad spoke French, and he called in on Skype, and he and my mom had an interview, and I was there, listening to it. But it was just really cool to hear her, all details of stories I hadn't heard before. And I recorded all of it, so I do have all of it. But it was cool to hear about her life. I wish that she was still around because I wanted to ask her more,
Yeah.
But I tried to get as much as I could.
Wow. Sorry for your loss, but that's an amazing thing to have, that you can have a keepsake of that.
Yes.
Because I noticed, I have to say this, it's beautiful to be able to record your family's voices or your loved ones, because that's the one thing you never really hear again. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, we can remember what they look like, what they wore, maybe even what they smelled like, but it's like to have that keepsake of their voices is
100%.
gold and treasure.
100%. Yeah, I'm so glad I did that. I had the presence of mind at the time where I was like, I'm going to record everything I can. Even towards my dad's end as well, I started recording him a lot.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Will you stick around for a little bit?
Absolutely.
All right. More with Reggie. We'll be right back. And we're back with Reggie Watts. Okay, Reggie. Now, for me as a kid, my crush was King Kong. I used to kiss the TV screen.
Okay.
I did, y'all. Look at him. Okay, I'm back. I heard you had like a crush when you was a kid. Who was your crush?
Pippi Longstocking.
I have never heard this. Okay, what was it about Pippi Longstocking?
I mean, it's pretty obvious. No, I mean, she was independent. She was strong. She had a ton of gold in her basement. Her father was a pirate, and she'd go on adventures, and she had really cool friends.
Okay.
And I liked her hair.
I was going to ask you, had to like her hair.
Her hair was cool. I mean, I guess my mom's a redhead, so I mean, there's something there. But I just like that, pre-Wendy's hairstyle.
Okay, I think make your childhood crush top mine. I love that. Okay. Well, another thing, you're a very talented musician. I still can't stop laughing at that. Okay, so both of us believe that music is like a universal language. I think it's therapeutic. You know what I mean?
100%.
Like you can express yourself and communicate and translate, you know, with people through music.
Yeah,
right?
you don't need to know the language. You
Right.
can immediately start playing music with anybody on the planet.
Right, exactly.
Incredible.
Where does your love of music come from?
I think at a young age, I was surrounded by, my parents listened to really good music. My dad was a jazz fanatic. My mom loved jazz and soul and funk and listened to a lot of European kind of folk music. And I don't know, I think sometimes you're born, I think everybody loves music,
Right.
but sometimes you're
I
just
think so,
born
too.
with a natural, like, you hear something and you immediately start responding to it. I was like that. Anytime I heard something, I would just stop and stare and just absorb and start grooving along with it. So I think it started, you know, when I was probably born, I guess. I love it. Music is the one thing that I feel so fortunate to be a part of.
I agree with that completely. So I gotta ask you, like, who are some of your musical influences growing up?
Let's see, Jennifer Hudson.
Oh, thank you. I'll take
not growing up, but I mean, you have a weapon of a voice. That's
Thank you.
it's incredible.
I've never heard it put like that. A weapon of a voice.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. When you know you can do whatever you want to do, I mean, that's freedom with a voice. So.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't take that lightly coming from you. Who else is some of your favorites?
Okay. Shaka Khan.
Soulful.
Yeah. Michael Jackson, Prince, Edith Piaf. I would say, I mean, Whitney Houston. Come on.
Of course.
I mean.
Whitney.
Come on.
Oh my goodness.
Whitney, I mean, there'll never be another. But I would say, I mean, who's someone that really gets under my skin? I mean, you know, Barbara Streisand. Man.
Yes, Miss Barbara.
Yeah. So I don't know. And James Brown, of course. I mean, like, it was a different kind of vocalism.
Yes.
But like how he used it, and of course, like Bobby McFerrin was a huge influence on me too.
Nice. Now I want to learn from you because you're an amazing beatboxer.
Oh. Yeah.
So can you show me a little something?
Sure.
I got a mic for you.
Yeah. Looks like you have
Want to see
microphone.
my beatboxing skills? What we got,
Crazy.
Reggie?
All right.
I'm a good student.
All right. Hey.
I wasn't born in March, but I'm a good student.
Okay. Well, it depends on the type of beatboxing you want to do. I don't. The Fat Boys, remember back in the day, Fat Boys, right?
Okay.
They did like that, like that type of stuff. I don't really do that. I do this kind of like a.
Oh, okay.
But when you do it that way, you can add bass lines. So you go.
You sound like a whole take 6. I can't keep up with that. Wicked what? I can't keep up with you. Wicked Reggie, you need my rhyme.
J Hud.
J Hud.
J Hud.
Okay. I think I did something, Reggie. Thank you for being here, Reggie. I feel like a beatboxer right now. His book, Great Falls, Montana Fast Times Post, Punk Weirdos, and A Tale of Coming Home Again is available everywhere books are sold. And everyone here in this house is getting a copy to go home with today. And you. We'll be right back. Y'all know I love my audience, and there's a special group here today. I want to read their email to us. Here we go. My name is Nicole. I am the founder of the Collective Identity Mentoring nonprofit here in Los Angeles. We are dedicated to mentoring Black girls and gender-expansive youth, aged 13 to 25. We believe in the power of mentorship to empower and uplift. We look forward to a remarkable experience at the J Hud taping. You hear that? Nicole! Come on down here, Nicole! There she is. She said, oh my my God. How are you feeling, Nicole?
Wow, I was really expecting this for the girls. We have 2 girls here. So.
Do you?
Yeah.
So are you and the girls having a remarkable experience at the J Hood show so far?
Yes, we are.
We take it very seriously.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Okay, so tell us about your amazing nonprofit.
Okay, so I started in 2020. It was my quarantine project. And I just started with a group of strangers. I had an idea that Black girls need a mentorship.
Yes.
So I started reaching out to just strangers on LinkedIn, like, hey, I want to join my board. So we worked for 2 years, virtually, never been in the same room. And then in October of 2022, we launched. We started with 4 girls, and then we increased to 6. Now we're at 10. All of our girls are at USC. We provide a psychosocial safe space. So they get one-to-one mentorship. They meet with their mentors once a month. Then they have what we call confabs, and they meet every 2 weeks where they discuss things that are important to them as Black women. So that includes like hair, self-love. We did financial literacy last night. And then they have excursions. And this is like a pop-up excursion. We had the opportunity. So they go out and they've done things like rock climbing. They've done private sushi making classes.
Ooh, nice.
We've done, I'm looking at her because I don't remember all the stuff that we've done. But we do all these amazing things. And so just to show them what's possible in life and to also just kind of bond as a group of Black women.
That is amazing. I kind of do a similar thing with my boys, so I love that you're doing that with young ladies. And what was it that made you want to create this?
So I was experiencing racism at my job, and it was the first time I'd really experienced that. And I didn't know how to really put this person in their place without ending up in HR, and I started reaching out to different Black women for mentoring, and I just couldn't find one. All Black women I talked to was like, yeah, we've experienced those microaggressions, but... And I'm like, you guys didn't put me up on game? Like, what happened? And so finally I was just like, you know what, it needs to be done. So I was like, the quarantine is the perfect time to do it. I'm single, I had a dog, so I just said, forget it, I'll go ahead and do it myself.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. See, that continues to make a difference. Like, you know, you're using your experience to help others in their experience.
Yeah, and that's what we talk about, like in the confabs, like, you know, how to deal with the microaggression of like how to tell someone not to touch your hair. Talking about the Crown Act and like, you know, your hair may not be protected in this particular state. How to address those issues, how to address like your sense of style, how to be the only Black woman at the table sometimes. And that includes like imposter syndrome, how to overcome it, just different things, everything that's related to us as Black women. What I noticed is in my research is that...
That is powerful. Yeah.
What I noticed in my research is that Black girls and Black women go through 3 things that no other demographic goes through, and that's the adultification bias, which starts at the age of 4. It states that Black girls need less protection, they need more punishment, they know about more about sex, they need less nurturing, then they get into being criminalized in school. So like I think in the state of California, they're 6 times more likely to have an off-campus suspension for things like dress code violation. Or hair, if like their hair is pink, they're not artistic, they're ghetto. If they're asserting themselves, they're aggressive. And so then after that, it becomes, after criminalization, the strong Black woman schema comes in. So now you've gone through all of that and they're telling you shut up about it. You're strong, you got this. You know, and it's like, no, I'm not strong. I am actually a human being. So we provide this safe space for them just to explore who they are. I realize that the cancer's from outside of the body. It has nothing to do with who they are as individuals. So this is a space for them to explore who they are.
That is so powerful and so necessary. Okay, now you know I want to meet the mentees. We'll do it after the break, though. We're back with Nicole and some very special ladies from her nonprofit. Can you introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I'm Shaniece Jones. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I'm a freshman.
Oh.
Yeah, you're from Chicago.
That's right.
Yeah. And I'm majoring in legal studies at the University of Southern California.
Congratulations on all of that. Okay, and what's your name?
I'm Maya. I'm from Scottsdale, Arizona, and I'm studying computer science at USC.
Nice. Tell us how TCI has impacted your life.
It has really made me find my identity. Like going to the University of Southern California, which is a predominantly white institution. I just got here, I'm a freshman, so I didn't really feel like I had a place. So TCI reached out to me, and really I've been able to find my family here. It's so nice.
Good, good. And for you?
TCI has allowed me to build a community in LA. I've grown up pretty much in Arizona my whole life, and I came out here with no family And yeah, I've just been able to meet a lot of Black women and mentees that are in my class. And I see them every day and I wave to them. It means a lot to me.
Love that. That is so beautiful. Now, Nicole, your goal is to provide mentoring to the girls. Now, Maya and Chanel, you guys, you know, y'all get to host the show today. You guys are now the host. And you want them to have the experience.
I do.
So I'm gonna give you, we're gonna have the music and the cue, and then y'all gonna read the prompter, and then you get to ask me some questions. Is that all right? That's how we want to do it, right, Nicole? Okay,
yes.
So we got Pete right here. Pete, are we ready? It's my good stage manager. And then the director, Ken, y'all ready?
Jennifer, Maya, and Chanel, we are ready.
Take it away, ladies. Let's do this.
Welcome back to the Maya and Chanel show. We're your hosts, Maya and Chanel.
All right.
Today we are joined by the stunning, the iconic, and the legendary Jennifer Hudson.
Oh my God. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for having me. It's such an honor to meet you guys, and you as well, Nicole.
Thanks.
Okay, so we have some questions. So, what is your go-to dance move?
Oh, child, you know what? I'm not too good at dancing. I think I'm doing well when I'm dancing, but apparently all I move is like my knee and my shoulder. By the time I'm done, so it goes a little like this.
Oh.
Hey, and I think I'm like Michael Jackson. So that's really all I have to offer. I hope that answers the question.
Yeah, I'm sure you can dance.
Just a little bit.
All right. My question to you is, what is your dream vacation spot?
You know what my dream vacation spot is? Chicago. Why? Because, I work a lot and I travel a lot and I never get to be at home in Chicago. So I know a lot of people's version of vacationing is traveling and going abroad, but in my world, it's going home to Chicago to be able to sit there and sit still and it gets really quiet because as you see being a host, majority of the time you got all of these people talking to you at one time and it's amazing. So when I go home, it's like an on and off switch. When I get there, it's like, and people are like, it's so peaceful and quiet and then there's no place like home.
I agree with that.
That's right. You guys are amazing. Are you proud of them, Nicole?
Extremely.
Oh my goodness.
Extremely.
Thank y'all for being such a great sport. You got a bright future ahead. Okay, thank y'all for joining us today. I got a little gift for y'all we want to run out to y'all. You know what I mean? Oh my God, Nicole. Yes, there you go. You get your J-HUD merchandise. Now you're a part of the J-HUD family. Oh my God, thank you. Y'all did an excellent job.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Also, Nicole, we'd love to invite you all back to the behind the scenes look at the Jennifer Hudson show and how it's made. Also, Warner Brothers wants to send you on a private tour to get closer to the entertainment that you love and visit the actual sets and sound stages where Hollywood is made at Warner Brothers Studios tour of Hollywood. Oh my God. You ladies are amazing. All right. Now, ladies, y'all get to read us out on the teleprompter. Okay. Take it away.
To learn more about the collective identity mentoring, visit our website. We'll be right back.
They did great! Yay! Well, it's a new year, and there's no better time than now to clean out our closets and get organized. Our next guest calls herself the Closet Therapist, and I think we all could use a little therapy today. Please welcome organization expert Shaniece Jones. So this sounds very intense. Organization expert.
Yes.
Like tell everyone exactly what you do.
So I'm a professional organizer, and pretty much my clients like to call me the closet therapist, which I'll take because it is like therapy. Yeah. I think the closet's like the most overlooked space, like in your home. Like people shove things in there, but it's the most important space. It's where we hold all our skeletons, the insecurities, the stretch marks, the tears. And it's also the place where we get glammed up, but we go out into the world hiding all these insecurities where no one sees it. So I like to focus there and really help people get to the root of their clutter.
Wow, I didn't see it like that. That was amazing. Well said. Okay, how did you get into this? How did you start doing it?
Ever since I was a little girl, I loved organizing. So like, I would literally be the kid that comes home after school and reorganizes her Trapper Keeper, I'm aging myself, like recolor code her notes like after school. And while most kids are probably playing with Barbies, I was somewhere in my house like rearranging or reorganizing my room or decluttering a space in the house and getting in trouble for throwing stuff out. I get paid for it now, so it's fine. But I started there and I had a small stint as a celebrity stylist. Like I worked on Kanye's team, styling team for a few years. And from there, where I should have been like excited about, you know, getting people dressed, instead I was like really excited about organizing their closets and bringing order to their lives. And organization is just something that I brought with me along, like my little secret weapon in my back pocket that I would whip out from time to time. And I got into, you know, doing closets for people. And so now, like, I help all sorts of people from A-list celebrities to everyday people just kind of get their closets organized so they can start their day, have a sense of calm and peace in their day.
I love that. Okay, 'cause I got a lot of stuff in my closet. Okay, so tell us, what is the process when you declutter a closet?
Well, we all heard of like the Marie Kondo method. Well, the method that I like to use is called the Live Your Life method, okay? So it's like a 5-step process. I normally start off with a discovery call, which for me is like the first step is the mind. I get to get into their mind to understand like why do they have the clutter. And then after we get through that process, I kind of give them some homework, which is the step 2. Step 2 is setting the intention and getting a clear vision. Like this is where you get to dream. So like getting all your Pinterest images, no matter if you have a reach-in closet or a walk-in closet, still dream as if you have the money to do whatever you want. And so they send these items to me, and then we go into step 3, and this is what I call like the war zone, right? So we face the clutter. Like we actually go in there and I actually edit out what doesn't serve you. And I always refer back to your intention. Whether it's like I want a different career, does this item represent your career? If it doesn't, we're letting it go. And then the next step is I start assessing the space. Oftentimes people are not using or maximizing their space. So I go in, I do the measurements, I take inventory of what we have left after the edit. And then I start seeing how I can either add shelving to the space or use what products go into the space. And then the final step is I organize, do all the color coding, the merchandising of the space, and then the reveal, where you come in, you get to see the space, the system I put in place, and it's pretty much go live your life now.
That's a process. Yes. Oh my goodness. Well, you gotta have people that ain't willing to throw too much stuff away, because we have a reason of why we should keep everything, don't we, right? So what do you do with the people that are struggling to get rid of things?
It's my favorite thing. It's like that's the editing process. I focus a lot on the neuroscience. I was a pre-med student. I have my degree in biology. So I often try to educate, you know, my clients or whomever I'm working with at this time to let them know, like, your stuff is actually causing you stress. So like when you walk into the space of like chaos or like what you're feeling is like overwhelming, you're actually releasing the cortisol hormone, and that is what is the stress hormone. So you're actually damaging your body and your well-being. So that is normally what I tell them, and I also give them the series of questions like, does it serve the intention you set? Does it serve the vision of where you're going? Like sometimes people hold on to things like, oh, I used to be able to fit into this. This is when I was a size 2, you know? But what you're doing is you're telling yourself like, man, I'm not happy with myself, you know? Like you're literally, like there's so many things that come up in the closet. Like that's why I believe it's like the window to the soul, like we can see what's happening there, right? So I often send people through a series of questions so that they can ask themselves like, why am I hanging on to this thing? Do I really need it? Like, sometimes people have sentimental clutter or grief clutter, I like to call it. Like I lost my mom to stress, like, you know, she had a stroke a few years ago. And so I often tell them like, I didn't hang on to everything she had, I took what mattered to her. So when you have like someone that left something behind, ask yourself, did this actually matter to them? And if it didn't, if you're holding on to it because you think it's gonna, you know, remind you of them, the brain doesn't know the difference if it's real or not. So take a photo of it, let go of the item, and that way you know that anytime you look at that photo, you'll evoke that feeling of like, feeling that you're connected to them.
Wow, that is deep. A closet therapist, Lord help us. Wow, because my closet is very special to me. It's like my favorite place in my house.
Your oasis.
Yes, it is. My hiding spot. I go up in there, tuck myself away. But okay, so I tend to have a lot of the like same item in my closet, and my friend be like, you got that already. You got that already. What does that say about me when you have like that same item over and over again?
You shop a lot.
Yes, I do. How you know that?
you don't actually, like, I don't think, what can help you is if you actually walk in the space before you go shopping, so that way you can remind yourself of what you have so you're not buying multiples. But also sometimes what comes up with clients is that it's a scarcity mindset. Like you're afraid that you may not find that item again.
Yup.
So you buy multiples of it.
Girl, you telling on me. Hold on. Wow. Okay, we supposed to be helping y'all, but I need you to help me. Girl, we gonna have to talk more in my closet. Okay, we got a few audience members that need some help. Can you help them after this?
Let's go.
Okay. Oh, this is good.
Let's go.
We'll be right back. I was getting more tips. We're back with organization expert Shaniece Jones. Okay, now I'm gonna let you help the people.
All right.
Hello, ma'am. What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Laverne Walker. I'm from Upper Marlboro, Maryland.
Ooh, okay. Can we see your closet and what it looks like?
Okay, I moved to this house 2 years ago, and my sister really made me throw away a lot of my old linen, and I thought I did, but I don't know. I try to fold it and make it look nice, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
What you got, Shaniece?
Okay, so let me ask you this. How many beds do you have in your house?
3.
3. This is a lot of sheets for 3 beds. I normally recommend at least like 2 sets per like room that you have in your house. But there are also things that you can do as far as like they have amazing sheet organizers on Amazon that you can find and actually put the sets together. If there are mismatched sets in here, I would say to send them to the Goodwill, or you know, sometimes shelters like dog shelters can use them if they're not like matched together. Also, like the way that you have things set up here, the towels are at the very top. That's something that you constantly reach for, that you go to. So you want to have that down more at an eye level, so that way it's in the space. I would recommend getting maybe a basket or a few that you can maybe roll the towels up, so that way it's more about being streamlined and like seeing it and not seeing everything all over the place. It's like keeping things contained.
Thank you.
Yes. You're great. This is amazing. Who's next? This is good.
Hello.
What's your name and where you from?
My name is Lauren, and I live here in LA. And of course, that's my mom.
Oh, that's mom.
So yeah, so you know, we need some help. Okay, please help us.
We see your closet.
Oh.
Y'all
ready?
Yes, we're ready.
All right. In this space, like I would totally remove this mirror because you're taking up space, and I like to use all vertical space. Maybe add some shelving so that way you can get some bins or baskets so that way you can get things organized. Whether it's you want to put your wigs in a bin, label it so that way you know whenever you go into this closet you can find a place for it. Also, like switching out some of these hangers, and there's a lot happening here, and I'm just trying to give you a quick assessment. And seeing how, you know, this is honest truth, like sometimes like you grow up with the same things that you've seen like your parents do. So you can be mindful of that, like clearing out the space and just not throwing it all in there. Like you can do it little by little. So like being able to go in here and grab a bag and like go through the paperwork and actually get rid of what you don't need anymore. But definitely getting all the stuff off the floor, remove the mirror, add some shelving to this closet so that way you can start organizing and creating a system. So that way your kids, I see like a kid's backpack in there somewhere, but like that way you're not teaching your kids to do the same thing, like shove it behind the door and close it, because even though you're shoving it behind the door, you're shoving it to your subconscious mind, you're filing it away, thinking that's just out of sight, out of mind, when it's out of sight in your mind. Yeah.
You are excellent. Girl, you gonna change my whole life. Thank you, Shaniece. That was awesome. That taught us a lot. Y'all learned a lot from that. I know I did. Okay. For more organization tips, be sure to follow Shaniece on her social media. We'll be right back. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel. Check your local listings or visit jenniferhudsonshow.com to see when you can watch full episodes in your area. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter.